What's up, everybody? This is Justin Wong, and I'm here today to talk to you about a new fighting game that just came out literally today, November 6th, Omen of Sorrow. So, Omen of Sorrow is pretty cool. It's like a horror theme, based fighting game where a lot of your characters are based off just werewolves, vampires, like Frankenstein, mummies, those type of characters. It's pretty cool, just the fact that we haven't had that type of game in such a long time, from Vampire Saviors. So I played it for let's say 45 minutes. Obviously the character that I gravitated towards was Caleb. He's pretty much resembles Saberwolf or even Wolverine, just pretty much claws and just brutal and offense, right? And even just checking out his move list, he has a lot of pretty options, I would say. A lot of cool scratches, rekkas, bite attacks and everything. But before we get into that, let's talk about how, if you're gonna pick up the game, obviously they have a quick guide. It's not really the best tutorial out there. It just really tells you just a text information about how to play the game. This is the mechanics of the game, with fate, fortune, sigil, decimation meter, and obviously your life gauge and so forth and so forth. And I would say that one it's a pretty hard sell, just because you have that and not more of a standard tutorial. It's hey, here you go, here's just text, figure it out on your own. So obviously I played fighting games for such a long time, so it didn't really take me too long to figure out the mechanics of the game, the combos of the game, and how the game should be played, I think. So jumping into training mode, just figuring out looking at the character's normals, figuring out the special moves. So there's the EX moves, supers, and obviously your what they call bold cancels, which is you cancel a special into a special, or uncancelable normal into a special. It's kind of like a roaming cancel from Guilty Gear, for example, right? And then you have obviously comboing into special cancelable into supers, which doesn't cost bold cancel. And then there's also something where if you get beat up too much, you get more, your fate meter goes down or whatever. But pretty much you want to make sure your meter that looks like a ultra meter always stays blue, because the more blue you have, which is called fortune, the more options for damages, combos, and just more opportunities to do cool combos. And when you're getting beat up a lot, your fate, which is the purple meter, pink meter, kind of goes down, and you don't want to get that, because if you get into a doom state, which is I guess their version of a stun state, you lose your specials, you lose your decimation meter, you lose the opportunity to throw, and you get guard broken. So you literally just get bodied, right? So a lot of times if you just beat somebody up and eventually you see that they're in that doom state, guard break them and do your biggest damage from there and kind of KO right there. So obviously I would say they have a thing called sigil, which is your character thing, and it's the same for every character, where it's pretty much a via zone, where when you activate it, you're able to bold cancel literally every single time until the meter gets pretty much gone. So it's, obviously you can really do long combos, but I would say it's pretty repetitive, because you're literally just doing special A to special 2, special A to special B, back into special A, back to special B, so forth and so forth. So I would say it gets kind of repetitive at that point. And obviously if you're in that doom state, that's supposed to be your comeback factor. So if you're in that doom state and you have your sigil activate, you're able to activate, you're not really gonna get much. So I would say they need to kind of tune that, just because if you get a body, then you're getting bodied. And it's kind of crazy, because your meter goes up and down when it comes to fortune and fate. So a lot of times where you might be doing so well, you're oh yeah, I'm about to die on my next time, I'm gonna do a combo, but then if your opponent attacks you afterwards, GG. And also obviously if you want to do a defensive tactic, like a backdash or wake up, I don't know the actual term, but I just call it a super backdash, where you're able to do a reversal where you get out of the Oki, get out of the mix-up, get out of the melee, get out of the pro attempt, and it kind of drains away your bar back into the fate area where you don't want to be. But I played some matches. It was pretty fun, pretty interesting. That code was pretty good, pretty playable, I would say. And the fact that I played a couple of good ranked matches and everything, and it was pretty fun. I would say I really enjoyed it. So I would say that if you guys really do enjoy fighting games or trying new obscure fighting games, especially with these horror themed characters, you might as well try it out. Training mode is amazingly fun. Obviously, there's a lot of characters in the game. I guess I really picked my perfect character. Pretty simple, Caleb. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Combos are pretty self-explanatory. Every character has 2 EXs, so you kind of have to look through the command list to see what EX is your EX. And then, a lot of times you combo into some really cool combos. So there's a lot of different type of combos, different type of mobility options, and etc. and etc. So I would say, try the game out if you like it. Like, I just bought it this morning and it was pretty cool. But if you guys do like combos, enjoy this combo that I found. It's pretty long, I would say, but Caleb's a beast, man. Check it out.